Phone call or text? Phone call or text? Phone call or text? You ever have conversations with yourself in your head and then you say them out loud? You just witnessed that. It's Comics and Shots, a completely improvised semi-comedic musing by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd, aka YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Man, aka Mick the Maverick, aka a guy who talked with himself out loud and isn't ashamed of it. Today's subject, Goliath, Robin, aka Damian Wayne's giant, fluffy dragon bat. Introduced early 2015, I believe. Goliath, a giant dragon bat, is the first life one on Damian Wayne ever spared, and since then became the very famous mount for the character. He's awesome. He's a dragon bat. He's the greatest thing to ever happen. And it makes you wonder why DC has never, financed a plushie or an action figure for the character. I don't know. But shortly after Teen Titans ended, the Ben Percy era, the Ben Percy Teen Titans, Goliath practically disappeared. No explanation why. And only randomly appearing once in, Joshua Williams' Robin, and then once again in Batman and Robin, like a year later, where we finally learn where he has been staying. With Damian Wayne's sworn sister, daughter of Henry Ducard, the first nobody, Maya Ducard, the second nobody. Let me explain the gap in terms of this character's disappearance and reappearance. At least, 8 years, I would say, possibly longer. And it would have been the easiest goddamn thing in the world just to say, hey, my pet is hanging out with my sister for a bit. But that'd have been so hard. And this thing happens quite a lot with side characters of all the time. Worst example had to be better example of how annoying it is, but worst example of it that pisses me off. 90% of Harley Quinn's side characters. The gang of Harley's family, her father and her brothers. An alien parasite she adopted called Perry that takes on the form of a cat. Well, it takes a more Cthulhu-esque form, but it's disguised as a cat. Almost all disappeared. Gang of Harleys had a cameo in the recent run, but almost all of Harley Quinn's side characters disappear over time. It's weird. I don't know what's going on there. Ugh. Subject of the Teeny Howard run, that is confusing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It reeks of saddled with but trying. Also, she's a bit apologetic of it, considering she brought Kevin in after she horribly wrote him out and had him apologize to Harley. Any Harley Quinn fans know what I'm talking about. Modern stuff, Kevin the Clown, that pissed me off so much. Yeah, but I hope Damian's fluffy bat shows up more, as well as Maya Ducard. Maybe Kathy Brendan, aka Beacon from the Superman Rebirth days. Yeah. Just felt like we lost a lot ever since. I don't want to call it the Bendising because it was mostly Dan Didio's plan, but yeah. What was that event with the Giants? Post No Justice? Yeah, Post No Justice. There's that weird part, Post No Justice pre, Heroes in Crisis. Yeah, it was weird. Ugh. And characters in comics just randomly disappear and reappear. Drop of a hat. Going in and out of comic book limbo. Yeah. Subject of reality stuff in The Outsiders. The drummer is revealed to be Chiquita from the original Planetary team. who tells everybody that because of her invulnerability, she remains unchanged after every single reality alteration and remembers every reality before and after each crisis. And Batwoman's like, "You're totally delusional. I don't believe any of this. You went to a goddamn, metaphorical reality that exists within the subconscious of every single Batman. And yet someone having the invulnerability to, block, frickin' crises level destruction, that's where you draw the line, Kate? Weird. Titling this episode, Goliath and the Disappearance and Reappearance of Characters. It's both incredibly annoying and infinite. But, hey, just get what you gotta deal with when you like one of the big two. Yeah, that's what you gotta deal with. And with that, like, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you're feeling nice. Share it with a bear. And always remember, praise be to the blood elk, fear the stabopotamus, and death the Kronos. Ooh. That went down nicely this time. I don't have a cough anymore, but I do have a sensitive throat now from it. Weirdly enough, I can handle whiskey better, but cayenne just tickles at something fierce. Which sucks, because I love cayenne. Have a night, folks.